This week marks Mental Health Awareness Week, a time to encourage open conversations, reduce stigma, and remind people they are not alone. Today is also Wear Green Day. It's part of a national effort to spark support for mental health and connect people with resources that can make a real difference. And joining us live this morning to talk about it is Carol Parks with Hillcrest Children and Family Center, the CEO, to talk about this year's theme and why early support and communication matter more than ever. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Allison, for having me. I appreciate it very much.
Absolutely. You know, I always love to speak with you there at Hillcrest Center. So let me start with this. This year's theme is More Good Days Together. So what message do you hope that people take away from that, especially as so many families continue to face stress and mental health challenges?
I think the major focus that we're trying to get to is that while we know that mental illness can cause suffering and pain, we hope that individuals, that family members, as well as those that are suffering, can have some good days. So because the good days tend to lift up the spirit, even if you're struggling with issues. So the main theme is, how do we have good days with individuals? How do we have good days with families? And also, how do we have good days with our community?
The big part of that is talking about it, reducing that stigma. We know all of that still exists. In your opinion, what are some of the biggest barriers that prevent people from seeking crucial help?
I think a couple major critical issues is people, because of the stigma, people do not believe that talking about it is going to make a difference in their lives, or they will be stigmatized by those that when they have this illness. What we believe, though, is the more you talk about it, the more you talk to other people about it, then it will normalize the conversation and make it easy to talk about whether you're suffering from anxiety, whether you're suffering from depression, or many other issues that might cause trauma. So we believe that to ask for help, once you seek help, you get help, then you will be doing better.
And for somebody who's watching, who may be struggling, worried about a loved one, what are some of the early warning signs that people should pay attention to, and what resources or support systems are available locally through organizations such as your own?
So a couple of things that we always encourage folks to do is to observe those that are in your life. And if you begin to see some changes in their mood or their behavior or even their routine, then you should really try to intervene. Now, one of the things that we encourage folks to do is to dial 988, which is a suicide hotline that can help individuals if you are suffering or if you're thinking. Hillcrest, of course, is always available to help anybody that might need help, 202-232-6100. And we can then coordinate and get resources for you. Even if it's not Hillcrest, at least reach out to us or look at it on our website, and we can help point you in the right direction.
And you know, I always like to brag on how old your organization is, over 200 years old here in DC, and all of the wonderful resources that exist. Thank you for what you do.
Thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it very much. I'm wearing my green
I
to acknowledge that as well.
I know it. And you know what? I'm going to go home and change and put my green on and walk around for the rest of the day to support this important day. That's Carol Parks.
I appreciate all you're doing.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Good to speak with you. That is Carol Parks, CEO of Hillcrest Children and Family Center.